Hey, I shouldn't be telling you this, but if you skip this part of the video, you will miss out on the deal of a lifetime. If you click the link in the description, you will see that Atlas VPN are giving out an offer to get a 3-year subscription for just $1.83 per month. That's less than Netflix's latest price increase. Plus, it comes with 3 months for free and a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's the best VPN on the market, and you can use it to watch shows that are not available on streaming services in your country. So you can watch Friends on UK Netflix, no matter where you are in the world, as long as you have a subscription to Netflix. You can even use it on unlimited devices, so everyone in your house can watch Friends on UK Netflix at once. And they keep your searches private, so that we'll all finally stop spying on you. But remember, time is of the essence if you want to get this offer. Just $1.83 per month to get a 3-year subscription by clicking the link in the description below.
Am I the asshole for refusing to split rent with my boyfriend? I, F23, have been dating my boyfriend, Jake, M23, since our freshman year of college. In our last year of undergrad, we decided to rent an apartment together. We split everything 50-50, including utilities, groceries, and rent. We continued living together in the same town as our college after graduation, but recently, we both got jobs in Chicago and we are currently living downtown. My dad works in real estate, and he has multiple investment properties. My dad generously allowed me to live in one of his properties rent-free, but he said that my boyfriend would have to pay him $400 a month for rent. My dad is very protective, but he has been nothing but kind to my boyfriend. My dad's reasoning for making my boyfriend pay rent is that he wants to be sure that my boyfriend is with me for me, and not because he will have a free place to live. Keep in mind, if my dad was renting this apartment out to tenants, he would charge $2,100 a month for rent. Very ritzy building in the middle of downtown Chicago. My boyfriend is mad at me because he asked me for my half of the $400 for rent, and I explained to him that I will not be paying rent. My dad is only charging him. He says that we have been splitting rent for the past 2 years, so why would we stop now? Our rent in our college town was $1,200, so we were both paying $600 a month. Our apartment in Chicago is significantly nicer and he is paying $200 less a month than what he was in college. Is the idea that my dad doesn't charge me for rent, but charges my boyfriend so crazy? Should I suck it up and pay half because I can afford it? Edit. Jake and I still split utilities and groceries 50-50, and when we go out on date nights, we switch off who pays for it. If he pays 1 week, I'll pay the next. Not the asshole. Rent isn't $400, it's $2,100. Point out that if he wants to split rent, then do so by having your dad charge the full amount, which means his portion is $1,050. Pay your dad that and dad can give it back to you or put it in escrow to save for a future house. The $400 is a major discount for him and dad lets you have it for free. Edit. Thank you all for the awards. Much appreciated. Am I the asshole for canceling my credit card after my boyfriend refused to return it to me? I'll preface by saying that me, 27, and my boyfriend, 30, have been together for 3 years and a half. I've been jumping from one job to another while he has been unemployed due to health issues that affected his performance at work. Usually, I'm the one handling rent, bills, groceries, etc. I use my credit card to make any purchase I want. Last week, my boyfriend out of nowhere asked for my credit card. I asked why, since I'm the one who handles payments and supermarket trips. He told me he wanted to buy some food and I agreed to let him take it but told him to return it later. He got back later and when I asked about my credit card, he was like, "What credit card?" I thought he was joking, so I told him to just give it back. He said he'd just keep it with him. I asked why and he said so he could start handling paying for stuff on my behalf. I felt uncomfortable. I said I'd rather not burden him with this stuff and asked him to hand over the credit card. He refused and said that he'll just keep it, since it doesn't have that much money anyway. I was livid. I tried to argue but he told me to just trust him and let him keep it and swore he won't spend a penny from it. Next morning I went and cancelled it, then registered a new one. He must have had tried to use it because he called and was confused, asking why the credit card was not valid anymore. I told him it's because I cancelled it and registered a new one. He lost it and started scolding me, saying he couldn't believe I had this level of petty and kept on about how I don't trust him with my finances. And how financially abusive I have become lately. I hung up on him. The argument continued at home and he called me paranoid and unreasonable and all that. Then he started cold-shouldering me and sulking about it for days. I do feel like I hurt his feelings and showed an amount of distrust towards him. Am I the asshole for canceling the credit card? Edit, adding in some info. Like I said, he has a physical disability that limits his opportunities for work. He receives no disability benefits because he doesn't want to. He refuses to acknowledge he has a disability and pretends that it doesn't exist at all. When I tell him to look for a job, he'd blame people for purposely refusing to employ him and say that they look down on him like he's lacking or beneath them. He comes from a humble background. No longer has contact with family due to abandonment issues but has some friends to lean on. Since someone asked, the answer is I do almost 80% of chores while he does the other 20%. Reasons for that is his disability. Finally, I pay for rent, bills, groceries, his meds and transportation as well, so I needed the card to he constantly with me. Not the asshole. He swore he won't spend a penny from it, followed by, the next day he must have had tried to use it. Your instincts were excellent, as was your decisive and immediate action. You know what he wanted was wrong. Trust yourself. Not the asshole. Maybe time to cancel your boyfriend as well. He found out you cancelled it because he tried to use it even though he promised he wouldn't, but you're the paranoid one, right? Not the asshole. He's definitely gaslighting you too. Not the asshole. Trust. He has no business mentioning trust after literally stealing your credit card ___ and ___ trying to use it. Also beware. Since he isn't working, that means he can get to the mail first and take the replacement card when it arrives. Am I the asshole for filing a report against my coworker after I found him looking through my purse? There's this coworker, Martin, 31M, who always forgets where he leaves his stuff. He always forgets his phone charger at home and borrows mine to use. I don't mind lending him my charger. He's a nice person and I love maintaining a good relationship with my coworkers. Especially male coworkers. The other day, I was in the restroom, then when I walked back into the office, I saw Martin with both hands inside my purse, literally looking through it. I was shocked. I have highly personal stuff that I carry in my purse. I freaked out and snatched my purse out of his hands, asking what he was doing. He got nervous and said he was looking for my charger. I asked why he thought it was okay for him to look through my purse, and he said that, since I always lend him my charger, then he thought I wouldn't mind if he looked for it in my purse when he couldn't ask me because I was out of the office and he needed it right then. I told him he violated my privacy and disrespected my boundaries. I went and filed a report with the company's headquarters after telling them what happened. They said it was unacceptable and promised to deal with it. Martin got in trouble for this and he and my coworkers were pissed, saying I overreacted and went way overboard by reporting this situation. My female coworker told me to get over myself and stop crying victim over a simple misunderstanding. I felt very guilty after this. Now I think I might have blown this out of proportion and overreacted. Hold the fuck up. I've been married as long as Martin has existed. No way in hell am I going into my wife's purse. If I need something, I bring her the purse. I don't care if she tells me to go ahead and get something out of her purse. It seems like a respect thing. Her purse is her personal space. Interesting enough, I tell her to get cash out of my wallet and she brings me my wallet. Person shrugging, light skin tone, male sign. I would expect to be fired if I was caught red-handed in a coworker's purse. Male or female, I would expect to be walked off the property. Not the asshole. Martin could have waited 5 minutes. No one should be going through your personal belongings. I know it probably doesn't help if your coworkers are all on Martin's side, but you are in the right. Am I the asshole for ripping up a check in front of my husband? I, 29F, and my husband, 30M, got married in June. I recently found that I will be expecting and we are very excited. Money has been a light due to my husband only working part-time. He wants to spend his free time by building a baby room. I think it's very sweet and I am very excited to see the room. My parents and husband get along okay. They are worried that my husband is only with me for money. I grew up in a nice neighborhood and went to good schools. My parents did not grow up with money and worked hard to become successful. My husband did not grow up with money and has not asked for anything. We do not share finances as he loves to spend money. My parents asked me to come over for dinner as they wanted to talk. I went over and they told me that they had given husband a check for $500 to help with the baby room. I was surprised when they gave me another check for $1,000. I went home and saw my husband playing on a brand new PlayStation 5. I asked him where the money was that my parents gave him and he admitted to using it on the PlayStation. I asked him about the $1,000 check and he said I'm using that on a new gaming PC. I pulled the check out and ripped it up. He starts yelling at me and calls me a petty bitch for destroying the check. I told my parents about everything and they are demanding for their money back. His parents are calling me crazy and think I was in the wrong. Edit. For those asking where he bought the PS5 from, he bought it through someone locally. He lied. He took the money for the baby's room and spent it on something else. It is not being petty to rip the second check up, which he fraudulently intends to further his lies to use on something other than the baby's room. Be very careful here, op. Your husband is not an honest person. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. That check was specifically for your child's room. This would have me rethinking my whole relationship with this person.